But it's been really fun. There's been a lot of good stuff going on.
That's what happened.
Yeah, oh yeah. Canada's taking some huge hits. Like,
yeah, I guess we're next.
well, it's good stuff again.
Yeah.
We're placing the first cache here at Indian Rock. Due to little timing issues this year, had to take the quick way over, but it's about the same amount of paddle as last year's paddle challenge. So we're here at one of the picnic sites at Indian Point and looking for Compass Rock.
Lydia Fancy was a teacher in Maitland Bridge. She carved this in 1942, I believe, because her family had a cabin in the area, and so she had all come out and enjoyed Indian Point for a long time, part of her childhood and stuff. And it's a pretty big deal that she was able to carve the compass in the rock, because this is granite, so it's not easy to do. Soon we get to the Pascoesque brook.
As usual with our geocaching challenges in national parks, we use this Lexan container. It works pretty good overall, a little expensive, but it has been the most weather resistant container we've been using. So what you'll find inside though, you'll find again the notebook, pencil, and there's a little information card about the information about the specific area that we're in. And for those doing the paperless passport option, you're going to have to build a waypoint using UTM, and you still have to follow the cache. So inside here is a couple of digits for the waypoint. Now when you first read the chirp, you're going to know which spots in the coordinates that these digits fall into. So as you complete the challenge, your coordinates will be a little bit more precise until the very end, once you get to the final last sixth and final waypoint for the passport. For people with Magellan and anything else, you can just use the 5 geocaches, find the container, punch the passport. There's no punch in this one, but there's going to be a punch that you're going to punch your passport, and you're all set to go. We're heading down the southern end of the park to backcountry site 38. We're trying to find Portage J and G, and if we're doing this with a canoe, we probably see the signs a little easier, but we're on the road here, and it used to be a public access road. They closed it about a couple of years ago, but you can still easily get through with a bike. The challenge doesn't take you all the way out to here, this particular spot. This is Mason's Cabin. One of the first times I've heard about Keji was about this excursion to come out to Mason's Cabin. You can book this. The cabin's here year-round, really big in the winter time, but it's right here at a portage, so you can canoe here for the day, get all done. You can, I think you can bunk up to 4 or 6 people. It's sheltered, you got the stove inside, you got the porta potty nearby, so that's pretty neat. We're here at one of the spots, cache locations. This one's called Sheldon's Cabin. Right behind me you'll see a little point of land. Used to be an American outdoorsman, Mr. Sheldon, and he was an adventurer, explorer, and this was one of his favorite spots. So the second furthest geocache that we have set up here is about, I want to say a good 8 kilometers from Eelweir. Very accessible again by mountain bike or by paddle. We're actually on the Portage G trail here. And the reason why we wanted to bring people in this area this year is that down along the southern end of Keji, back in the day, you had sawmills, and probably have, just in this general area, probably up to 9 sawmills. It took us about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours to get out from Eelweir to do the two most difficult geocaches. Again, you can do them through canoe. If you do a mountain bike, have the bike rental, or bring your own bike. You probably would average the same speed as the truck, around 10 kilometers an hour. As I say, you can see behind me here, the road is in pretty good shape up until the cache. The little bit to Mason's cabin from Portage G L, a little rough, so we'll kind of shorten up the trip, but you are looking about maybe a 32 kilometer overall loop to get back out here. But as I said before, you got more than one way to get out here, so choose which one's more better for you.